Hey, what's going on YouTube or everybody who's watching this? My name is Paul C. or Paul Carnage, and I'm here in response to why I advocate the Zeitgeist movement campaign. Furthermost, I would like to thank Mr. Peter Joseph and Jock Fresco for doing an amazing job on the movie and everybody that was a part of it. I think the video is the most amazing thing that I've ever seen in my life, only because it's the most important video I think I've ever seen. The Zeitgeist movement is not like any other movement. It does not completely just bitch and complain and moan and groan and, doesn't really achieve much. The Zeitgeist movement actually has a solution, and that solution, namely, would be Mr. Jock Fresco's design of the Venus Project. And I think this Venus Project can happen as soon as everybody wakes up on the planet, realizing that this society is completely false. Everything that we were brought up to believe in is completely false. All the religion institutes, the monetary system, the government, the politicians, everything that you've ever been brought up with is completely and utterly false. I advocate the Zeitgeist movement personally because I do not agree with the current system. If you have to be in some sort of debt, whether it be going to school or whether it be joining some kind of club, I think that's wrong. You shouldn't be in some kind of debt to become somebody or something in life. I think you are truly something and everything when you're living now. You're in the physical reality, the physical plane. I think everybody should acknowledge that, the same as I acknowledge somebody that lives in Africa, whether I know them or not. I think everybody does have a role on this planet. It's not just to survive, and it's not just to make money at what you're doing or whatever it may be, So I think this benefits me in a positive way, just like I think it would benefit everybody in a positive way. As far as everybody else goes, it will eliminate boring, repetitive, competitive jobs and bring about a better society. You can travel without having to worry about money. You can travel in a quick and easy way. I think it's something important that everybody should take into consideration. We are not here just to make money and be slaves to corporate America and buy a bunch of shit that we don't really need. We need to be a part of a system together, and not just elect this president or this candidate or this governor or whatever to make some kind of difference, because they're not there to do that. They're there to keep things the same. And until people realize that, I think we'll be stuck in this system. But people are waking up, and that's why I say that people who are awake and aware of what's going on, please join the movement, join the Zeitgeist movement, and try your best at it to spread awareness as much as possible. Again, personally, the reason why I would advocate the Venus Project is because, well, simply put, I love nature. In fact, I love nature so much, I'm willing to work with it and not against it. It brings me to the conclusion that people need a better living than what they have now. They need a more sustainable and more educated society. I personally, I'm a photographer, a musician, and a graphic designer. I love art in general. I'm just kind of blindsided by some of the things that I've been brought up with. My parents, they say, oh, well, you need to get a job, this is unrealistic, your music thing or whatever it is that you want to accomplish is not going to be something good in the long run. And truly, that gets me down. I wish sometimes my parents would appreciate the things that I do, and which they're actually opening up now, and they're actually realizing what I'm doing, what I'm trying to advocate here. They seem to appreciate that, which is really amazing. Unfortunately, I have lost friends over the Zeitgeist movement because I've made a mistake by pressuring on them and trying to make them see it my way, when in fact that's not what you're supposed to do at all. Just spread the word, just say Zeitgeist movement, say a couple things about it, and that's it. Leave it alone, because you can really hurt somebody's beliefs, especially if they're religious. My friends aren't religious, they're atheists just like I am, but still, just the idea without money, an idea with an automated society is just completely and utterly just unreal to them, and they don't believe it. So just, I guess the deed is done once you just spread the word, and that's it. Just don't continue, don't try to convert them or whatever. This is not a cult. It is does not perform any type of rituals or anything like that. So anybody that says Zeitgeist movement is a cult, I'm sorry, I have to disagree with you. This is not a cult. Another thing I would like to point out is that we are all one. We are all connected, and we should not be separated by any type of religion institutes, politician views, or anything like that. Republican, Democrat, capitalist, or whatever words that come to mind when you think of social design or social structure, because politicians do not hold anything together. They're there to keep things separate and the same. So, like I said earlier, and so I think it's important to view that side instead of viewing, oh, I want to vote Ron Paul. Even though Ron Paul is a good person, good guy, he still will not be able to change much at all. Unless, of course, he said, everybody join the Zeitgeist movement, you know, and everything went on that way. But I think people need to wake up overall, and I think the Zeitgeist movement is truly something that can open minds, open hearts, and open eyes as much as possible. Have other people watch this and try to join the movement. I mean, it's the best you can do, right? I mean, spreading awareness is the one thing we need right now. A lot of people are either disinformed or unaware of what's going on in the world, and people need to know. And so I think I'll be making some more videos. I'm not sure, this is my first video, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you. Bye.
Da